Hello, Sarah of SEK Handmade here, and I am so excited. Happy June 1st. We are live to talk about WIP Wrap Up. Surprise, hopefully not a surprise, but maybe a surprise. Since the very first year that I started WIP Wrap Up, oh my gosh, was that in 2020? I don't know. But since the very first year that I started WIP Wrap Up, people have been saying, I need more than one WIP Wrap Up a year. And I thought, well, I can do that. So this year, I am so excited that I'm going to host 2 WIP Wrap Ups. And this is going to become an annual event, barring any weird circumstances. Where we will have one WIP Wrap Up in January, and we will have another WIP Wrap Up in June. You guys, first of all, I have to say it's gotten so hot here. And I was out working in the garden this morning. I've been the worst at keeping up with my garden. We moved into a house that was not new. It's quite old, relatively speaking. And so it's had lots of inhabitants doing landscaping. And not to disparage the people who last lived here, but I swear that they were like, multiplies and could take over the whole yard. Yes, give me 2 of those. So I feel like I'm constantly beating back the plants that were planted, way back in the Wayback Machine. So So I'm trying to do it very first thing in the morning, like after I drop the boys off from school, and like just a little bit at a time so that I don't die of heat exhaustion, because I'm a delicate flower. I overheat very easily. I'm from northern people who like snow, not heat. So I was outside, and so I'm still a little cooling down a little bit from that. So I hope you are having a wonderful, lovely day. So let's talk WIP Wrap. Oh, I know what I was saying. So I came inside from working outside and I cooled myself down a bit. And then I was looking for my notes from my live on my January WIP Wrap Up because I just knew it was there. And I looked and I looked and I looked and I finally realized, no, I only vividly thought about it. I didn't actually do it because I was finishing up my Advent and I was so overwhelmed by all the traveling we had done at Christmas time that I just didn't have it in me. So we're going to do it for real this time. So let's talk WIP Wrap Up. Oh, hi from Tasmania. Hello. I'm so glad you are here. Let's talk about it. So for those of you who have joined in the past, and you're going to join in again, I am so glad. It's such a wonderful community, and you all are wonderful and lovely. So thank you for being here. If you have never joined in and you don't know what WIP Wrap Up is, let's talk about it. Here's the thing. It's free. There are no requirements on you. It's all about encouragement and community. So I know of one maker who is lovely and wonderful, and I aspire to be like her, who keeps one WIP at a time. But I know lots and lots of makers, and that's only one that keeps one WIP at a time. I'm sure there are people out there, but I can't stop myself. I've tried to keep the WIP pile low, and it grows of its own accord, I feel like. And so why not have an event to focus on whittling down the WIP pile and encouraging each other? So that's what WIP Wrap Up is all about. We are going to gather up all of our WIPs that we have around and about, wherever we've stuffed them away, and we're going to get them out and we're going to make a plan, and we're just going to go through them as much as we can. We are going to be in community and encourage each other. In January, there were lots of questions asked, like, I'm stuck on this. What do you guys think? Within the group, there was a whole wealth of knowledge. What about blocking? What about you know, this border, am I doing this right? You do not have to be wrapping up WIPs from my patterns. They can be any patterns from any designers. They can be knit, they can be crochet. Oh my goodness, somebody, was it in January? I'm pretty sure in January somebody did an embroidery project. Oh, it was gorgeous. So anything yarn craft or yarn related, if you have weaving, if you're spinning and you've got a project you've been trying to finish spinning up and you haven't managed it, hey, bring your spinning, join in, it'll be fun. So all WIPs are welcome, all people are welcome, and we will join in community and just encourage each other to finish up those WIPs. But there's no pressure. Like, you don't have to finish all your WIPs. If you finish all your WIPs, I applaud you. I have more than could ever possibly be finished in 1 month, but we're going to get through as much as we can and really encourage each other. So how do we join in? So simple. I have a Facebook group, which is SEK Handmade Make Along Group, MAL. So if you are a Facebook person and that's your preferred place of community, just search SEK Handmade MAL, and it should come up real easy, and ask to join the group, and we'll let you in and we'll chit chat there. If Instagram is your preferred place of socializing, I have already started a private chat group, and it's private because not everybody needs to see it, and that's the way we chat on Instagram, is in private messages or direct messages. And so you can message me and I will add you to the private group. It's already started. We already have quite a few people in there, some who are brand new and haven't joined us in the past, some who have joined in the past, and people are already finishing stuff up. I was out gardening and I came in and I had messages on my phone, and it was from the Make Along group, and 2 ladies are already blocking something, which, let me tell you, that counts. Oh, that's what else I should say. That counts. If you start a project and finish it in June, counts. If you had ends to snip off, but you've been avoiding it because you've been distracted by other things, snip them off, counts. If you have something that just needed ends woven in and to be blocked, block that sucker. Weave in those ends, block that sucker, counts. All of those things. That's part of what we're here for, is to encourage. I always get hung up on those last little details. Sorry, Weston's hanging out next to me. He's getting cozy. I always get hung up on those last little details. I'm actually looking right now at a shawl that I finished and blocked. I'm not joking, probably a month ago. All I need to do is snip off the ends, take the pictures, and do the tester call. Ugh. So I get it. Those finishing details can really drag you down. So all of those count. If you had a weaving project, I don't know anything about weaving, but if you had a weaving project and all you needed to do was take it off your loom and finish off those ends, do it, counts. If you have a cross stitch project and all you have to do is like take it off your hoop and go get it framed, do it, counts. We are super lenient. This is not about rules. This is about encouragement and getting it done, wrapping up some of those WIPs. So join the Facebook group, please. Join the Instagram chat, please. We would love to have you. It's just a wonderful community. As if finishing up stuff you've been putting off for months, potentially, isn't prize enough. Though many people who joined in in January said, you know what, the community was well worth it. But there will be prizes. So if you need a little carrot to dangle in front of you. We have some wonderful prizes. My friend Amber of Amber Bliss This and Bliss This Boutique is going to be giving away a pair of crocheted earrings, not the pattern, because I know many of you out there love crocheted earrings, but don't want to make them yourself. So she has a shop where she has started making finished earrings that you can purchase. And so one of the prizes is going to be a pair of crocheted earrings. And so that's one of the prizes. Another one of the prizes is my wonderful friend Bonnie of Woodland Stitchcraft, who makes amazing stickers and notepads. She has a new sticker coming out in June and a new notepad coming out in June, and they're adorable. They're adorable isn't the right word. They're gorgeous. They're really, really beautiful. And so she is giving away one of her brand new June stickers and her June notepad. And then the lovely and wonderful, talented Jess of February Fiber Co. reached out to me and she was like, would you like some yarn? And I was like, always. So she is sending a couple, I think they're sock sets. To be given away, which is so exciting. And then I have some stuff. I gave away a couple project bags that my friend Ashley of Triple Knots Crochet helped me make. I gave away some of those in January. I had her make a bunch, so I have more of those. So fun. Once I gather together all of the prizes, be looking out for a post both on Facebook and on Instagram about not just what the prizes are, but an actual visual of the prizes. So that will be so much fun. So I didn't want to keep you for a super long time. But I wanted to show you just a little taste of my WIPs so that you will understand that like there's no judgment here. Some people have come into the group and said, I participated in January and now I've managed to only keep a couple WIPs. Awesome. I think I haven't counted all my WIPs, but I think one person came into the group and said, I have 19. And then maybe was like, I think I found another one, which was me in January. I was like, oh, I have however many WIPs. And then I was like, oh, wait, I definitely have one more. And I went searching for that one, 3 more with it. So let me show you what I'm whipping on. The first thing, my first major and most focused WIP that has to get done is I'm working on a secret project for a yarn company. And that's number one, top priority, has to get done first. But I only have 18 rows left on it. Granted, it's a blanket shawl and 18 rows of 337 stitches. So it'll take a little bit, but that's my main focus. But after that, then I'm diving into some WIPs that I have going. So let me show you what I've got. For the spring shawl along, if you joined us for that make along, I started another Cordelia shawl. I wanted one in slightly different colors, and this is as far as I got. That's like 5 rows, but I'm super excited about it. So I would really like to finish that up. It's this gorgeousness, and then there's this color, which is a little like unusual for me. I was showing this to one of my friends. I think it was Eileen, and she was like, wow, that's very neutral for you. And I was like, I have my own definition of neutrals. So this one is like speckled, but has the same kind of tone. So those are going to be my colors for my Cordelia shawl. That's something I'm hoping, even if I don't get that, that's not top priority because that's just like a fun remake. But hopefully I'll have some time to get at least a little further on that one. one of my top priorities is I had my Waylon hat last fall. That was my hat for the Crochet Cancer Challenge. And so I have a Waylon cowl started. So I'd like to get that finished up so that I can publish that in the fall, so that you can have a matchy set, because I love a matchy set. This is another shawl that I have. This is the swatch, actually. That's a big swatch. This is the swatch to get the shape right. It only took 10 times, not quite that many, but it probably did take 7. And so now that I have like all of the increases and everything figured out, I have all the yarn that I'm going to make that out of. So that's probably my next big project, like businessy project, is getting that one going. And that's a collaboration with Blue Sky Yarn. They are amazing. I can't say enough good things about Blue Sky Yarn. They are a Midwest company. They are amazing to work with. They've been very generous with me. I've collaborated with them a couple of times, and it's been amazing. And then I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you something that that I've never shown before, because it's for my sister, and my sister is like, she's like the biggest supporter of me. I always say, not everyone deserves handmade items for you. My sister is one of the very few people that I make handmade items for, because she, A, is incredibly supportive, and B, she appreciates them. She's like in awe of them. She has tried to knit. It's not her thing. So she appreciates the work that goes into it. So Allison, if you are watching and you don't want to see your birthday present that I still haven't finished, look away. But you guys, I'm so excited about this. Look at this. This is what I'm knitting her. It's a cowl, but it's like a shawl cowl, a cowl Dana, a shawl cowl. I don't know. But so it'll, I think, I don't really know how it's constructed. That's why I followed the instructions. But it's an Andrea Mowry pattern, Drea Renee knits, and I'm so excited about this yarn. This yarn is Evergreen Fiberworks, and it's amazing. And so it's fingering weight. I'm holding two strands together, so pulling from the inside and the outside of the ball. And friends, her birthday was at the end of April. I got to get that finished up. I had to put it aside, though, for the contracted work, which she understands. Also, where it's like going to be 85 today, and I'm like several miles north of her, so I don't think she's probably wearing it real soon. So those are some of my WIPs that I hope to get wrapped up. I hope you will join us. It is such a fun event. Great way to get to know other crafters. If you don't have a craft community in your physical community, it's a great way to build your virtual craft community. I always have to brag. I'm a little mama bear about my craft community here, because they're the best. They're the best. They just are. They are kind, wonderful, lovely, smart, helpful, welcoming people. And you want to be a part of them, trust me. They're a really great group. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. I hope you'll join WIP Wrap Up. It officially kicks off today, and it's going to be amazing. So come join us for some encouragement and getting some projects done. And I hope you have an amazing day. Happy crafting, guys.